Braun now 1 for 9 from the field and has only 10 points.
He's choking.
6 on the shot clock, and James badly misses it.
We broke LeBron.
All right, welcome back to the show, everybody. Hope you all are having a wonderful day so far. So I had a bunch of requests for this video, in particular from Uncut Hoops, and even Uncut reached out and reminded me about this one. But yeah, this was when I was on my break. But let's get to this, because this is why LeBron James is not the GOAT 2010 edition. He also just released the 2011 edition. If you guys want to go over and check that out, the link is going to be down below if you want to go over to Uncut's channel after this and check that out. I will get on that as well. It'll probably just be a couple days from now. But anyways, I wanted to go ahead and check this out. So this is the 2010 edition, and I say let's get to it. Guys, you know who Uncut is. You know what Uncut does. The link is down below if you want to go check it out. If you haven't checked out his channel yet, he's one of the big dogs around here. And honestly, I've been watching his content way before I ever started the channel. So anyways, all that being said, link is down below. Guys, I say let's get right into this. I wanted to give a quick shout out to channel members. I appreciate you guys. And in fact, let me pull this up real quick. I wanted to thank, okay. I was looking at this name earlier, and I'm not sure how to pronounce it. It looks like Jordan there. At first, I was like Jordan there, but it has it's like D-A-I-N. But either way, Jordan there, thank you very much for your support. Welcome to the members section. Very appreciated. Guys, let's rock this one out. Like the video if you could. Hype the video if you could. I think this is going to be a fun one, and let's do it.
And it's a pleasure for me as commissioner to give LeBron James the 2009-10 NBA.
All right. Yeah, obviously he wants me to focus on this. I mean, I'm just guessing. That's why he's showing it. 29, 7, 8, four-time player of the month, best record. This is something everyone should pay attention to, because people want to act like his team in Cleveland was trash. Why were they kicking ass in the regular season so much? You know what I mean? You know, like that's whenever I see a team that's dominating in a regular season and then they fumble the bag in the playoffs, what's the excuse?
MVP.
Came up empty in field goals in the first half for the first time since game 1 of the 2007 finals.
That's why, just like James Harden, there's a difference between dominating in regular season and then, you know, what you do in the playoffs. And if you collapse in the playoffs, when you dominate the whole regular season, you might be a choker.
Here's LeBron James. LeBron now 1 for 9 from the field and has only 10 points.
He's choking.
6 on the shot clock, and James badly misses it.
We broke LeBron.
In game 5.
So get your ass out of here with that, all right?
Look at that.
You understand how you got the Cleveland, how you got the Miami Bill?
Worst home playoff loss. Cavaliers.
I remember watching that when it first came out. Adam Sandler just giggling like like a kid. I would be doing the same thing too if KG was saying that while I was talking to him. We broke him. We broke LeBron. You did. You sent his ass back into Miami.
History, and it's the Boston Celtics who will take a 3-2 lead.
And Cleveland fans wondering if that's the last time he'll take off a Cavalier jersey.
The next day.
Yeah, regular season MVP don't mean much to me.
In this fall, I'm going to take my talents to South Beach and join the Miami Heat.
Coward.
Right.
When it comes to the career of one LeBron James,
By the way, yes, we are all witnesses.
him having played 23 years now, there's a large portion of his fan base who doesn't know LeBron James pre his Miami Heat days. And looking at his first day in Cleveland, those days are kind of forgotten and swept under the rug. As you ask the majority of his fan base what happened in that stint, those of LeBron's teams were good enough, the GM didn't do enough, his sidekick wasn't averaging 30, and his role players vanished every single postseason. Now, if you watch LeBron live during that stint, or go back and watch the games, this overall notion he had no help, the team was absolute garbage, is simply not true. As looking at those flameouts, one of the Cavs' big-time problems with LeBron James, their superstar, their alpha, had big holes in his game, primarily his outside shot and his non-existent mid-range game.
Yeah.
and have the pace going in their way. And James.
I mean, you could argue the Cavs needed more help because their star didn't show up.
Short with it.
Of this game, they have got to get this team off Williams back onto Rondo soon enough.
Yeah, I know.
Rondo took advantage of it.
And here's LeBron.
You see Kobe, you see Bird, you see MJ, you see them in a spot like that, and they got 3 guys on them. They're triple teamed. LeBron, wide the hell open. They're daring him. I've said it so many times, and now it's been confirmed by Jason Terry, of all people, confirmed it. That's the strategy with LeBron. Dare him to shoot. It's a basic strategy.
Missing again.
Yep, dare
For
him.
the overall Cleveland first stint narrative, it's totally rewritten, and the failures are largely memory hold. As look at LeBron's flameouts, I mean, they're pretty epic. The 07 Finals, an absolute choke job. He was all-time terrible. The next year, 08 versus Boston, he just had a Game 7, but Games 1 through 6 was very, very shaky. Then looking at 09, their first big-time disappointment, where LeBron James let Cleveland down. As looking at that team versus Orlando, the heavy favorite to beat them and waltzed away to the NBA Finals.
That's crazy right there. Wow. Yeah. I mean, there's a reason why in the moment we kept saying, oh, LeBron choked again. Because, yeah, we were expecting them. I forgot how massively we were all expecting them to get to the finals, though.
I look at the ESPN experts.
Wow.
Every single one of them had Cleveland playing LA in the finals. But of course, in the end, what happened? Game 6 versus Orlando, got embarrassed, LeBron flamed out, and walked off the court in shame. Now, fast forward 2010, almost the identical same story, this time versus the Boston Celtics. As looking at this series, Cleveland versus Boston, a rematch of 08. This time, Cleveland definitively.
Wow, Cleveland in 4 by Abbott. Cleveland in 6, Cleveland in 5, wow.
Was the heavy favorite. As once again, look at those experts, 10 out of 10 bet Cleveland to win the series outright.
But people are forgetting the supporting cast. Antoine Jamison can hurt you in a number of ways. On the post, being able to score at awkward and weird angles, and stretching the floor with that three-point shooting. And Mo Williams, 4 regular season matchups with the Celtics, stretching the floor 55% from beyond the arc. Well, you talk about Danny Ferry surrounding LeBron James with some of the best players in the world, goes out in the offseason and brings Shaquille O'Neal in. But to me, I think the bigger pickup this offseason was Anthony Parker, a player at that 6'6", 6'7" range, being able to
He said the thing.
guard the bigger defenders. That, to me, that was the problem.
If you
Yeah, then the thing that Reggie Miller didn't quite accept and understand yet is psychology is a huge, of all people, he should know. Psychology is a huge part of performance. And, yeah, LeBron, I'm sorry, I'm broke a record. LeBron chokes, you know? It's like there's nothing to be surprised about. He had all the help in the world, but you're going to choke, you're going to choke.
were an NBA fan back in 2010, looking at Cleveland's overall roster talent on paper, compared to the Celtics, they're the better overall team. Boston's name value, having Pierce, Garnett, Ray Allen, Hall of Fame pedigree, all-time legends. But looking at them in 2010, I mean, they were kind of aging out, exiting their prime. LeBron's team, LeBron squad, majority of those players were in their prime and ready to win championships. And look at their overall roster, for the second straight year, won 60 games, and were a top 2 net rated team. And here's the big time additions. Antoine Jamison, a 24-game scorer, who they stole in a trade. Shaquille O'Neal, who in 09 was third team All-NBA, and also Anthony Parker, a solid 3-and-D player. In addition to that, Emerson Varejao, a very solid backup big, J.J. Hickson, Big Z, and 3 separate players above 40% from deep. I think Boobie Gibson, Mo Williams, and of course, Anthony Parker.
Yeah, and Mo Williams never gets any respect for some reason. Like back then, I remember, I mean, he was like the secondary guy. But that was also the beginning of LeBron James forcing a point guard to be a shooter, because that was Mo's job. He was a knockdown 3-point shooter, even though it was supposed to be PG.
If you were a GM in 2010, building a supporting cast of LeBron James, that right there is exactly how you build it. You have Mo Williams, an off-ball guard who can score, doesn't really need the ball, some nice 3-and-D players, shooters, and solid big men who can lock down the paint. So long story short, this series, the pressure's on Cleveland to beat Boston and advance to the NBA Finals. And looking at LeBron James, when there's pressure expectations, the majority of times, he does falter. And prior to the series was one of the big-time narrative talking points league-wide. LeBron's elbow injury, the mysterious elbow injury that popped up one day and the next day was non-existent.
Yep, just like 2 years ago when he was talking about his foot, foot discomfort, foot soreness, all this stuff. He would miss a game, conveniently miss a game against, say, Giannis, which he would always duck out on. And then the next day he'd come back and you'd see him just like dunking like a monster again. Fast break, cherry picking, big giant dunk and crazy landings. And you're going, there's no way he's got a foot problem. You wouldn't do that. You would have laid it up on a cherry pick. But instead he's like throwing it down like he's like, freaking Donkey Kong. And it's like all I would look at when I would see that was the foot. Looks like there's no discomfort or irritation now.
Nobody within the organization that I've talked with was all that concerned. I was told that no one was really on pins and needles waiting for news on LeBron James, that everybody pretty well felt that this wasn't going to be anything real serious. The big question is still sort of how this started and when it was injured, which LeBron James has said.
What injury, though? That's the problem when it comes to LeBron, and now I see this going on with almost everybody with load management. What was the injury? Did something break? Did something tear? What is it? Or is it just sore? And that's my issue with a lot of this stuff. If you're sore, you're not injured. These are two completely different things. Sore means you might not be able to go, but more than likely you should be able to go, right? You're just a little sore. But injured means you can't. You can't move the arm anymore. Or, if you happen to take another 10 jumpers today, you might break the damn boat. You might break something in there. You got to stop. Kind of like when Kobe tore his Achilles. Why did he tear his Achilles? Because he injured himself multiple times on that same leg and that same foot weeks prior to that injury. So he was already injured and he kept playing until he got really injured. Soreness is not the same thing.
Does not know.
When we were making our run here in Cleveland, my first stint, it was just, I couldn't shoot the ball, I couldn't extend the ball, and I don't know where it came from. Right after the season, it went away.
Well, isn't that convenient?
It went away. Yeah, because the pressure was off now. It was over.
So looking at Game 1, Cleveland versus Boston in Cleveland, the Cavaliers at this point were the favorites, supposed to win Game 1 and handle business. And looking at the first half, the Celtics, largely dominated the half and got whatever they wanted. I was looking at Rondo, a near 20-point double-double at the break. And of course, the Celtics up by double digits.
For those of you who are new around here, by the way, it's a two-part strategy, right? So the strategy is to stop LeBron James, by the way. Dare him to be a shooter. So force him in these spots out here to take shots. The defender will sag off of him to dare him to shoot, okay? The second part is to do exactly what you're seeing here right now. If he does find a way to get to the basket, everyone collapses on him, okay? That's the strategy. You know how like Steph Curry catches a ball in the perimeter? It's the exact opposite. Everyone starts to chase him down. No. You let LeBron shoot, but the second he gets in here, this is where he's dangerous. Collapse on him and force him to turn the ball over.
The half and got whatever they wanted. I was looking at Rondo, a near 20-point double-double at the break. And of course, the Celtics up by double digits. This first half for Cleveland was absolutely disastrous.
No outside shots, 1 from 5 from the paint. So he doesn't want to settle for that jump. This is Game 1, right? So at this point, he's fighting it. He doesn't want to take that jumper because he knows that's his weakness, all right? So he's going to the paint, but then every time he goes to the paint, they're all over him. He can't get a shot off, 1 for 5, not a good percentage. So then what does he end up doing? The rest of the series, you'll probably see he starts taking more and more jumpers as it goes along. He falls into the trap.
Rip.
What's the way to counter this? Work on your jumper. Get a good jumper, and then they have to play you honest. And then they can't do the strategy anymore.
For choking and folding.
Sorry, Uncut.
Was absolutely disastrous. As off rip, they were choking and folding. Now, fast forward to third quarter, momentum shifted. I was looking at Mo Williams, absolutely exploded, had 14 points, a game high,
6 for 9,
2 dimes on very effective shooting. And looking at Cleveland's team, absurd shooting at 65%. In the third quarter, outscored Boston by 12.
13 points, 63% from the field, and 9 rebounds.
Mo Williams on the drive. And Garnett on the front line. Rondo and Allen in the backcourt. Bad pass that time from Rondo. Here comes Williams.
Run it.
Mo Williams going.
Oh, Mo.
Damn. Sneak jump there by Mo Williams.
The next possession. Turnover. Run. Oh, Mo's hot.
Williams.
Yeah, well, when he had that bounce to his step, dude, get out of the way.
And Garnett. Boston is up.
Yeah, he's feeling good.
62. Here's Williams.
Yeah.
Can we get some respect on Mo Williams' name?
Just under 4 left.
In the comments, can we get some respect for Mo Williams' name?
Period has been Mo Better Blues. Up for his first dunk ever for the Cavaliers. Step back jumper, and then let me get into the lane with my little floater, and then off the pick and roll situation, knocking down the dagger.
That right there, Mo Williams, was a crucial third quarter burst.
Uncut, I can't hear anybody say that right there anymore. I can't handle it. That one right there.
That gave Cleveland all the momentum in the fourth quarter. And LeBron's credit in the fourth quarter,
he
played very, very well, having 12 points, a game high. And looking at the entire second half, Cleveland's big three no doubt showed up, as LeBron James had 21 points, good efficiency,
nice.
Mo Williams 16, and Shaquille O'Neal had 10.
Yeah, so they turned up the defense, as we can see here. No Celtic above 8 points. They turned up the defense. It looks like they were running a lot of fast breaks, which is fantastic. Good way to get into the flow of offense. That's the only way to beat a strategy like this too, outside of getting a jumper down, is to turn it up on the defensive end. Because if you're running fast breaks over and over again, Boston never gets a chance to establish their defensive strategy on the other end. They're too busy running.
Looking at Boston's big three, Boston's entire team, they didn't have one single player in the second half who cracked double figures. I was looking at Rondo, KG, and Pierce, largely shut down and were ineffective. And that's one thing I do want to highlight, this game one being a tale of two halves. Boston in the first half, they were rolling on fire. The second half, ice cold, historically bad, as in the half, had 39 points on 35% shooting. Now those two numbers, very, very important. Looking at Boston's entire run, their worst second half totals, that right there is tied to the second worst with Game 7 versus the Lakers in the NBA Finals. And looking at shooting percentage at 35%, also second worst, only had a one Lakers game in the NBA Finals. Wow. Long story short, looking at Cleveland's defense, in Game 1, they were lights out, and offensively, had everything going. So right now, up.
Oh, they dominated in points in the paint, too.
Game 1, they were lights out, and offensively, had everything going.
Free throws.
So right now, up 1-0, handle business, and for Game 2, trying to continue the exact same trends. And look at the first quarter of Game 2, kind of like Game 1, a very, very slow start. As LeBron from the jump, 1 of 4 shooting, then a made field goal the final 30 seconds of the quarter. And despite that, Cleveland only down by 4 points. That right there is a big time win, LeBron's supporting cast no doubt stepping up. And speaking of the supporting cast, when LeBron finally went to the bench, the lead didn't grow by that much. As LeBron left, it was only 4 points, and when he came back, it was immediately 6. So once again, this Cavs team's depth, their bench, could hold over the Celtics and a great team in the NBA. And look at the halftime scores, point totals. Rasheed Wallace for the Celtics, 13 points, the leader. Second place, Jamison. Third, Ray Allen. Tied for fourth, Verja, Rondo, LeBron James. Fifth, Paul Pierce. Sixth, Shaq. And seventh, Anthony Parker. This right here in Game 2 is a very, very balanced attack. And look at LeBron James. At this point, kind of a jag, just one of the guys.
Rebounded by O'Neal.
Big offensive play.
Nice pass to James. Shot clock to 5. The shot by LeBron is way short.
Yeah, if you're Paul Pierce, you'll live with that.
Yep, and I want to look at that again. Hold on.
Nice pass to James.
I want to look at that play too. Hold on.
Kind of a jag, just one of the.
Okay, so he's going to split him? Oh, I see. He's taking off from there. I get it. I get why you had to do that. Okay.
Nice pass to James. Shot clock to 5. The shot by LeBron is way short.
Yeah, if you're Paul Pierce, you'll live with
Absolutely,
that.
all day. Look at him sag off. This is what I'm talking about, you guys. Look at him. He's not daring. I mean, he's not getting up there. He's daring him. Go ahead. Take that all day. But LeBron, you can see this is his old windup. He used to do this back when he was young. So he's winding up, and everybody knows he's planning on taking it to the basket.
A flagrant. I had a flashback. I thought you were Michael Jordan, and you know.
Or that.
Flex up a little.
Or he froze right there.
With his second bucket, hit a baseline jumper.
Damn, man, good positioning.
No, LeBron has a lot of help. You know, he was out the game when they made their run. When Mo Williams started pushing the ball, that's when they made their run. LeBron was
that's when the Lakers make their runs the last 2 seasons.
For like the first 6 or 7 minutes, they were down like 12, 13 points, and they got it all the way down to 4.
It was a 13-point game, 17-5 run, made it a 1-point game, 40-39, but it is 52-48.
Now, once again, looking at the third quarter, much like Game 1, a pivotal quarter and period that swung the entire game. But unfortunately, Cavaliers fans, unlike Game 1, you were ice cold, and Boston was on fire. As in this game, Mo Williams couldn't hit a shot. LeBron was pitiful, having 4 points, 3 turnovers, and Cleveland's team in total only had 12 points.
It's a trap every time he gets into the paint.
By the end of the third quarter, this Cavaliers team would have an absurd 23 points. And look at LeBron James, his production on his MVP night, it was pitiful. 12 points, 4 turnovers, 4-9 shooting.
He only got first 3 quarters. 9 shots in the first 3 quarters. Man, we need way more. Whether they go in or they don't, we need you to shoot more than that, man. You're supposed to be the leader.
And for line was subpar. LeBron in this fourth quarter was a team worst -19.
13. Trying to get like 10 points a game, and that's good enough to be the leader? Like, that's not going to beat Boston.
Here is James.
Oh, woof.
9-point Celtic lead. James for 3.
Hell no!
Hell no!
Once again, Allen defending on James with some help. See Pierce coming over and lost. Had the step.
Look at that one again. Hold on.
James for 3.
Hell no!
That's got to be KG. Okay. Right now, 1-on-1. Okay, they recognize it. It's a little blurry. I think that's Paul Pierce. He's about to run over. Rondo might come over for a trap too. Let's see. Or it might be KG over here. Let's see what happens.
Again, Allen defending.
Very good. And now we're going to block passing lanes. Bang, bang.
On James.
Where are you going to go? All right, we got a cutter. Yeah, you're.
With some help.
Over.
Pierce coming over and.
That was too easy.
Lost. Had the step.
Oops.
James throws it away. Remember, Blue Red had a huge lead in the final regular season game to Cleveland. Once again, LeBron turns it over for the Celtics in the third quarter. The Cavaliers with only 12
At what point do you not just give the ball to Mo Williams and say, all right, you run the offense. Let me run and cut. Try and hit me when I'm slashing towards the basket. Change up something. But LeBron has always been the ball dominant player, no matter what kind of point guards he has.
Points, they shoot 5 for 16 from the field.
It's over. We are screwed.
Yep.
So looking at the numbers, I mean, we've seen worse numbers, more horrific numbers, less points, more turnovers, worse shooting. But watching the actual game film, it's pretty bad. As for the first 3 quarters, clearly going through the motions and kind of out of it. And the fourth quarter down by 20, I mean, LeBron finally got aggressive, starting shooting jump shots. But at this point, the game's over, out of reach, and Boston dominated and cruised to a Game 2 victory.
Why is it he can't hit jump shots still to this day? I can never quite understand how this happened. It's not like I look at him and it's not like he has the worst form in the world, you know? Lower body a little bit clunky, but the upper body looks good. Like his shot form looks good. Follow through looks fine. Why can't they go in?
Now, it's 1-1 go back to Boston in a 1 series.
And I know the answer. It's psychology. It's all mental.
Now, for Game 3 in Boston, LeBron James finally flipped that switch, went to kill mode, and was hyper-aggressive from the jump. As looking at LeBron in the first quarter, just the first quarter, amassed 21 points, 8 of 10 shooting, and the line was perfect.
Nice.
And his plus-minus, a plus-19, this time a team high, and he was playing phenomenal basketball.
Okay.
Shoots over Pierce and gets it. Jamison plays behind because he just doesn't have the
length. Get to the bucket. Get to the bucket.
The key there, and obviously he had the windup. James, that's a 2-pointer.
There you go. That's what. See, that's how you break the strategy. You got to hit some of these shots.
Down. Foul trouble early.
There you go. Now they're going to play you a little more honest.
James again. Ball knocked away. James to Moon. Moon to James.
Transition, fast break.
He outscored the Celtics all by himself in the first quarter. Also had 4 rebounds.
Yeah, that's what we need. That's what we always needed. That's how you do it.
So for Game 3 in Boston, not much to talk about. It was an absolute beatdown shellacking the Celtics never saw coming. And again, give LeBron tons of credit. He was in alpha kill mode from the moment the ball got tipped up. Now look at the Boston side of things, this 29-point beatdown. Out of the entire Big 3 era the first 3 years, 08 to 2010, this right here was their worst loss ever, it was by 29 points, and their worst home loss on top of that. And look at their most points allowed, that same stretch, 08 to 2010, this ranks second all time, behind Game 6 for Chicago in 2010, a triple OT game.
Yeah.
And the cherry on top, look at the Cavs field percentage, it was a ridiculous 59.5%. In the entire Big 3 era, 08-2010, that mark right there for an opponent was the highest during this stretch.
Oh, absolutely. You can get fooled into thinking it was a one-man band. It was an absolute group effort. When you talk about LeBron James, obviously the numbers were spectacular, but the other guys stepped up and made life so much easier for LeBron.
Yeah, Antoine.
So right now at this point in the series, Cleveland up 2-1, in control of the series during the driver's seat.
8 rebounds, 7 assists. Oh, he played freaking great. 14, 20, 22. So he figured it out. But once again, the shot was falling. So if the shot's not falling, then the strategy stops working. But man, temporarily, for one day, he had this whole thing blown up and figured out.
And looking at LeBron's play, despite that phantom elbow injury, playing extremely well. And how he was playing, he was hitting some jump shots, but getting paint buckets, dunks, shots at the rim. And looking at his averages, 32.3 points, 6 dimes, under 3 turnovers on pretty phenomenal shooting splits. LeBron out of the first 3 games had 2 games taking 35 points. And besides Game 2, the majority of the series looked like himself, typical LeBron James, 2010 LeBron James. And why I highlight that is pretty obvious. As post Game 3, something flipped, something changed, and LeBron James became a shell of himself. As looking at Game
this whole thing is like it's bringing back flashbacks. Do you guys remember how freaking good he was in the regular season back then? Like, even this year, the regular season, he was dominating, man. And then the second the playoffs happen, it's just a whole different thing. It actually sucked because I liked LeBron back then. And then to watch him just collapse in the playoffs year after year, it kind of, I don't know, man. It was hard. I imagine James Harden fans feel the same way. I was never a fan of his, though, so I was always kind of laughing at it and mocking it. But with LeBron, I was disappointed. Because if my Suns weren't going to go, and then Dwayne Wade wasn't going to go, the third guy up was LeBron. I was cheering for him.
A pretty pitiful showing. As Boston from the jump went up 8-0, LeBron in the first half, again playing passive, and Boston was a clear aggressor, up by nearly 10 points at the break. If you're a Cavs fan right now looking at LeBron James, you're saying he's saving energy building up for a big-time second-half push. Well, unfortunately for you in the third quarter, that did not happen. As LeBron in total only had 4 points, 3 turnovers, and the rest of the Cavaliers were carrying his dead weight.
Williams gets inside. Good ball movement. It's an open look. Parker puts it in.
All right, Mo running the offense. There we go.
Just like you said,
it's not a bunch of dribbling.
James.
Oh, off the ball. I was just about to say, there you go. Be an off the ball shooter.
You stink.
That's why he's not.
Nice pass. Perkins. Jameson strips him of the ball.
Was that Mo?
Shaq running the floor and lays it in. Take advantage.
There you go. Run it.
Williams fires a 3. Answers back.
Man, if Mo didn't play with LeBron, I think Mo could have been an all-star.
James drives inside.
No, give the ball to Mo. Let him run the offense. Stop it. LeBron, stop it. You're killing it. You're killing your team.
This right here for the supporting cast narrative debunks it pretty thoroughly. And
Dude,
look
you
at
got old man Shaq over here getting 17 points of 5 of 9 and hitting 7 of 11 free throws. Damn. Dude, he got me with that Magic Johnson thing.
Narrative debunks it pretty thoroughly. And look at LeBron's play, it was piss poor and garbage. But despite the Cavaliers, we're still in this game.
Yeah, it's one of those things. I mean, we bring it up a lot nowadays. Back then, we not as much, and we didn't have channels anyways. But yeah, man, there are often games in the playoffs where he's just hurting his team. Nowadays, he does it in a regular season too. Back then, he rarely did that in a regular season. He was a huge driving force for his team in a regular. But yeah, playoffs, man, he so often hurts his team. Like, do you see the offensive flow they had when Mo was running the offense? And then how stagnant and clumsy everything gets when LeBron is running the offense? That's why I like Jordan, man. Jordan was okay with playing off the ball, and it ended up being the best thing for him. You find your spots, you rise.
And look at the fourth quarter, what happened off the jump. Boston 10-0 run just like that, pushed the lead to 12 points, and never looked back.
This presentation of the NBA playoffs at ABC.
Oh, great song.
After this message.
A few moments later.
James. To Verjao. Bad pass. That's his seventh turnover. Tony Allen to the basket.
Boy, that escalated quick.
Looking at that fourth quarter for LeBron James, I mean, it was downright bizarre. As in total had 5 points, 2 of 7 shooting, 0 of 2 from deep, with 1 turnover, and was a -8. In the final 5 minutes in clutch time, went 0 for 3, couldn't hit anything. If you compare LeBron this fourth quarter in Game 4 versus first quarter LeBron Game 3, it's 2 completely different players. So why did that switch? What changed? Honestly, have no idea. And looking at Game 4, really post the first quarter, LeBron was anemic and an absolute no-show, and I'd argue a net
turnovers. 5 for 14, 0 for 3.
Negative, as in total at 14 points, 6 turnovers, 5 of 13 shooting, 0 from deep, and for the line was typical LeBron James.
The problem was he wasn't able to finish the layup. Short on that free throw.
Now, for Cavs fans right now, being tied 2-2, it's not the end of the world. You have home court advantage MVP, in your mind, the best player in the world. And what you're going back to is home court advantage that on this season was pretty immense, as Cleveland's record at home was 35-6, the best in the NBA. So Game 5, a must-win game, the biggest game of LeBron's career, and the Cavaliers, a pivotal moment in this series. So look at the first quarter, what happens, how does LeBron come out? Is he in kill mode, aggressive mode? Well, no. The Cavs the first quarter, down 13-6, and LeBron the first 10 minutes did not take a single shot.
Wait, so those 2 field goal attempts were in minute 11 and minute 12?
This right here from LeBron is him quitting and packing it in.
It is, yeah. You're not even going to try? You're not even going to try? Yeah, sounds about right.
But here's the funny thing. Despite 10 minutes of nothing, Cleveland in the first quarter up by 3 points. If LeBron truly had no help, his team sucked, this could not be happening. As even looking at the second quarter, Boston a 15-0 run, they exploded, but Cleveland time and time again responded, fought back, clawed back to make it a game. And at halftime, a 6-point ball game, a toss-up, anyone could win.
And on that note, on halftime, I didn't expect this to go on so long. I'm gonna go ahead and stop it right here for today, and then I'm gonna save the other half for tomorrow, because I don't want these to be like 2-hour-long videos here. No one's gonna watch that. So, and I know you're the one person out there in the comments right now that's saying I would totally watch a 2-hour one, dude. I love you. You're awesome. Thank you so much for saying that. Unfortunately, 99% of the people watching this would not watch a 2-hour version of this. But this is awesome, dude. Uncut is back to work. Like Uncut's putting in the heavy work again, man. I really appreciate the fact that you reach out to me and you actually say dude, check this video out or react to this video, because man, I am very aware when I'm watching this and reacting to this just how much work you're putting into this. And I just want to say on behalf of the basketball community, dude, we appreciate you, Uncut. I hope you never stop, dude. Keep kicking ass. Keep doing your thing. And I'll be back for part 2 tomorrow to continue this. And with that said, guys, go check out Uncut's channel. The link is down below. And I can't wait to get back to part 2. Guys, I'll see you all in the comments. Like the vid on the way out if you could. Hype the vid if you think it's worthy. And subscribe if you want more content like this. Guys, hit that bell if you want to get notified for every day when these videos drop. All right, guys, I'm out of here. And be water, my friends.